My brother saw that I was 18 and still a virgin, so he secretly slipped something into my drink. After getting me completely drunk, he threw me into the bed of some sick, wealthy young lady. In my daze, I couldn't see the woman's face clearly. I only heard a deadly invitation whispered in my ear. Be a good boy. Come to me. I've wanted you for a long time. A night of passion. While I was still savoring the aftertaste in my dreams, I was woken up by the ringing of my phone. My tone was a bit irritated. If you have something to say it quickly. Don't bother this young master's sleep. A growl came from the other end of the line, the dissatisfied voice of my best friend, Lin Feng. Young Master Jiang, you have no respect for your bros at all. We hadn't even finished partying last night, and you just slipped away on your own, without even saying a word. What happened to the welcome back party you promised? You came back from studying abroad, and you're already looking down on your bros, right? Bullshit. Am I that kind of person? As I spoke, I groggily turned over and suddenly froze. Something's not right. Where are my clothes? After collecting myself, I immediately lifted the blanket to look underneath. Holy shit. I shot up in bed, startled, and looked around the unfamiliar room. A hotel? Why am I in a hotel? Weren't we at the bar? It's over? It's over? I was so drunk, I blacked out. Last night? Why can't I remember a single thing? I only remember coming back yesterday, getting off the plane and being dragged by a bunch of my childhood friends into a bar to party. I was having so much fun that I forgot to hold back and had a few more drinks. Then I went to the bathroom. I just woke up to find myself eaten clean. I angrily ran my hands through my hair and cursed, damn it, this young master has been played. Lin Feng was stunned for a moment. Young Master Jiang, you didn't go home? Where are you? Damn it. How the hell should I know where I am? I am sending you my location. Find it yourself. While you're at it, buy me a set of clothes and bring them over. And hurry up. I hung up the phone. As I lifted the blanket to get out of bed, my eyes fell on a crimson-red stain on the bedsheet. Suddenly realizing something, I immediately wrapped the blanket around me and jumped out of bed. Searching the floor for a moment, there was no protective gear anywhere. I am screwed. I am so screwed. Am I going to be an unwilling father? An hour later, I heard a knock at the door and went to open it. Before I could say anything, a guy in flashy, flamboyant clothes shot through the door like an arrow. Who the hell has the guts to pull our noble young Master Jiang off his pedestal? Seeing the pile of torn clothes on the ground, Lin Feng's jaw dropped in shock. Damn, that was some battle. Hearing that, my face turned from pale to red. It was quite a sight. Stop looking. She ran off long ago. Ran off? Lin Feng was even more surprised, his eyes wide. Did a good deed and left without a name. What kind of hero is that? What did the woman look like? Did you get a good look at her face? I was too drunk. I forgot everything. I forgot. My face darkened. I snatched the bag of clothes from Lin Feng's hand, shook them out, and put them on. Go check the hotel's security cameras right now. I need to find that woman no matter what. Geez, it was just a one-night stand. You don't have to be so serious about it. Lin Feng seemed unconcerned, had seen this kind of thing many times. It doesn't matter who sleeps with whom. Besides, we guys don't lose anything. Bullshit, I roared, then suddenly lowered my voice and said, we didn't use protection. Even though I've never slept with a woman, I still understand the basics. A honey trap? Damn, young Master Jiang, this is a conspiracy. After hearing that, Lin Feng realized this wasn't so simple. Even one-night stands have their rules. Anything that goes against common sense is a conspiracy. If one day the Jiang family suddenly has an illegitimate child appear, with my old man's archaic mindset, he would definitely break my legs. After some investigation, we discovered that the cameras in both the hotel and the bar had been tampered with by someone. All traces of the woman had also been erased. We couldn't find a single clue. So besides that woman, no one knew what actually happened last night, even I. The main person involved was still in a daze. Other than the marks on my body, I really couldn't remember a damn thing. Young Master Jiang, maybe you drank too much and had sleep paralysis. I frowned, gritting my teeth as I said, whether it's a person or a ghost, drag them out no matter what. You have to keep this a secret. I know. Don't worry. Lin Feng nodded repeatedly, swearing. As soon as he dropped me off at home, he couldn't help but pull out his phone and share this shocking secret with his group of friends. Ha ha ha. The great young Master Jiang got eaten up, but the other person just ran off. He couldn't even tell if it was a person or a ghost. Keep it a secret. Whoever spills the beans is a dog. At that moment, in a private villa, modest yet elegant, I stepped through the door with great enthusiasm. Daddy, Mommy, I am home. You've only been abroad for 3 years, and you've already forgotten how to speak your mother tongue? Hearing the voice, I looked and saw my father sitting on the sofa in a neat suit, and not far from him, a young woman was also sitting there. Her facial features were delicate, radiant, and capped. I was stunned for a moment. This woman looked a little unfamiliar, but there was a fleeting sense of familiarity about her. Dad, there's a guest here. Give me some face. As I spoke, I walked to the sofa and sat down, then politely said, Father. Father Jiang looked at me, and in his strict, stern gaze, there was a hint of indulgence. My apologies for the scene, Miss Liu. This is my youngest son, Jiang He. He just returned from abroad, and still has no manners. Liu Ruyan looked at my fair, handsome face, a meaningful smile playing on her lips. After Liu Ruyan left, I couldn't suppress my curiosity and asked, "Dad, who was that woman?" "The daughter of Liu Jingchuan, from the Liu group." "Liu Jingchuan? Didn't he die 3 years ago?" Father Jiang narrowed his eyes slightly. "It's precisely because Liu Jingchuan died that after Liu Ruyan took over the group, the Liu group's market value not only didn't fall, but nearly doubled in just 3 years. That's the scariest part." I looked at my father and asked curiously, "What did she want with you?" "In 3 days, the Liu group is hosting a charity banquet. She came to deliver an invitation. She says it's an invitation, but really, she wants to cooperate with the Jiang family. This woman is not simple at all. Try not to have too much contact with her in the future." I was a little confused. If you know she's not simple, then why would we cooperate with her? Business is business. Personal relationships are personal relationships. In the business world, the biggest taboo is to mix the two. Then, I followed Father Jiang into the living room, leaned back, and sprawled out on the sofa. Father Jiang turned his head to look back, and couldn't help but start lecturing. "You can't sit properly. You can't stand properly. You come back to the country and don't even know to come home right away. You just know how to fool around outside. How could our Jiang family produce a good-for-nothing like you?" My mood wasn't great to begin with, and now I was getting lectured, which made me even more annoyed. "In the beginning, it was because you couldn't control yourself, and now you're blaming me. Back then, when you two gave birth to me, did you even ask for my opinion? You little brat." Father Jiang was so angry he was speechless. The teacup in his hand almost slipped and flew straight at me. I pouted and casually picked up the glass of milk on the table and took a big gulp. Father Jiang, standing nearby, looked displeased again. "You're a strapping young man, yet you're always clutching a glass of milk. What kind of image is that? Look at your older brother, and look at your older sister too. Aren't you ashamed?" After finishing the milk, I licked the remaining milk off my lips. "It's really good. I can't quit this stuff. I'll probably drink it for the rest of my life." This time I see it. Calling me back so urgently was just to deliberately give me a hard time. As expected, Father Jiang picked up his teacup, took a sip, and said calmly, "The charity banquet in 3 days, you will go with me. There will definitely be a lot of young ladies from good families at the party. See if you find anyone you like, and bring them home quickly." A political marriage? As soon as I heard that, my hackles were raised. My older brother and older sister aren't even married yet. It's not my turn yet. I am only 20 years old. My beautiful life has just begun. How can I let marriage tie me down? Father Jiang put down his teacup, his expression still calm. "Your older brother is an expert in management. 8 years ago, he completed his double bachelor's degree abroad. Your older sister has a PhD in finance, and she manages the company's finances. And you? What have you accomplished during your years abroad?" "I am not interested in the company's affairs, but you can't force me to get married to consolidate the position of the Jiang family in Yuncheng." "I don't agree." Father Jiang's face darkened, his tone uncompromising. "In the business world, alliances between the strong are the only way. As a member of the Jiang family, this is the path you are required to take. It's not up to you whether you allow it or not." I didn't bother to reply. I just turned and went straight upstairs. I can't stand his nagging. As soon as I got to my room, my phone suddenly chimed. It was a photo. In the photo, a woman had her back to the camera, a long, tight dress accentuating her hot curves, but her face wasn't visible. Next to the woman was a man, his eyes half closed in a daze. It was the woman from last night. What happened last night was filmed. Immediately after, a few lines of text appeared on the screen. "If you want the video, give me 10 million yuan, or come to the rooftop VIP room of the private clubhouse tonight." You know what I mean. Damn it. How dare you pull a honey trap on this young master? You must be tired of living. I gritted my teeth and changed clothes, drove a supercar out of the garage, and sped out the gate in a rage. I need to see what kind of damn fool who doesn't know their place dares to scheme against me. "Hello, Lin Feng. Call a few more of our brothers to wait for me downstairs at the private clubhouse. I've found the woman from last night." I gripped the steering wheel tightly, trying to suppress the frustration and unease in my heart. The traffic light ahead turned red, and just as I hit the brakes, the car suddenly shook violently. The impact was so strong my butt bounced off the driver's seat, and my head almost hit the windshield from the inertia. Damn it. I stormed out of the car. How can you rear-end someone going this slow? Are you in a hurry to be reincarnated or something? Sorry. Really sorry. I was distracted for a moment. Please don't be angry. A burly man kept bowing and apologizing, which made me feel a bit awkward about unleashing my raging anger. "Do you even know how to drive?" I yelled. "Do you want to handle this publicly or privately? Hurry up. If you mess up this young master's important business, can you afford to compensate me? Please wait a moment, let me ask for instructions." The driver went to the rear window of the Rolls-Royce to ask the person inside for their opinion. Immediately after, the Rolls-Royce door opened, and a woman stepped out. I immediately recognized her as Liu Ruyan. I didn't get a good look this morning. I just thought she seemed a bit cold, and I didn't really like her. But looking at her closely now, she really is very beautiful. Let's handle it privately. Liu Ruyan glanced at the condition of the cars, her expression still calm, as if she didn't recognize me at all. "Just take the car to be repaired. It'll be responsible for all the costs. Do you have any other requests?" "No. Nothing else." I opened my car door and took out my phone. "When it's fixed, Bring it to me at Golden River Bay. Golden River Bay? Seeing that I was about to leave, Liu Ruyan spoke up and asked, "You're the youngest son of the Jiang family." Jiang He. Right? Miss Liu, you have a good memory. I forced a smile. Getting rear-ended is a small matter, but I wouldn't dare to offend this woman. I have something to attend to. I'll be going now. I'll trouble you with the car repairs. It's hard to get a taxi here. Where are you headed? As a token of my apology, I can give you a ride. I glanced around, then looked down at the watch on my wrist. There's still some time before the appointment. I should still make it. No need. I can just call a friend to pick me up. Before I could even pick up my phone to call Lin Feng, a Bentley sped towards us from a distance. Then, the driver quickly got out and respectfully opened the car door. CEO Liu. Liu Ruyan looked at me. Get in. I'll give you a ride. I hesitated for a moment, although I was a bit curious why this car arrived so quickly, but then I thought it would be rude to refuse again. So I got in the car with Liu Ruyan. Smelling the faint scent of milk on me, a gentle smile appeared on Liu Ruyan's lips. At an auction 3 years ago, I saw you. I remember Jiang Cheng brought you. You made quite an impression on me, a very deep impression. Liu Ruyan closed her eyes and took a deep breath. No one knew that her fascination with the smell of milk had reached such a fanatical level. You know my older brother? My face showed a flicker of surprise, and my eyes darted around, an idea immediately forming in my mind. If my older brother could marry into the Liu family and solidify the Jiang family's position in Yuncheng, wouldn't I be free? Thinking about the important matter of marriage, I didn't hesitate to sell out my own brother. So, what do you think of my older brother? Liu Ruyan glanced at me and immediately guessed my intentions. Very outstanding and very talented as well. Hearing that, my eyes lit up. Oh, it seems there's potential here. My older brother is really great, and he's also extremely gentle. He never loses his temper with anyone. Plus, he lives a very upright life. He's 28 years old, and there still isn't a single woman by his side. His abilities are undeniable. The company under his management has been listed on the stock market, and its stock price has soared several times over. He's a true diamond bachelor. Speaking of my older brother Jiang Cheng, I praised him endlessly, afraid that Liu Ruyan wouldn't find him suitable. But at this moment, Liu Ruyan just wanted to immediately pull me into her arms and hold me tight and give me a painful bite. But since she had this opportunity, she might as well make good use of it. Once she has lured him into her grasp, she will settle all debts, old and new, at once. I've heard about him. Jiang Cheng is indeed a very charming man. I smiled faintly. Hey, it seems like this is about to succeed. When it was time to get out of the car, I took the initiative to ask for Liu Ruyan's contact information. In my heart, Liu Ruyan had already become my future sister-in-law. I heard that in 3 days, the Liu Group is hosting a charity banquet, and my older brother will be there too. You're very welcome. Liu Ruyan smiled. You can come too. Okay, he'll definitely be there, I answered decisively. After all, I still have to be a matchmaker for Jiang Cheng. How could such an important person possibly be absent? So, can I call you Sister Yan? Just call me sister. Liu Ruyan replied with a smile. I like that form of address. Looking at Liu Ruyan's radiant and smiling face, I suddenly felt a little excited. Sister, you look really beautiful when you smile. After saying that, I strode towards Lin Feng, my previously frustrated mood easing somewhat. Looking at my cheerful, skipping figure, the smile on Liu Ruyan's lips grew wider. You fool. Let's see how you escape from the palm of my hand. The video was actually just an excuse. When I led people to storm the clubhouse, it was only natural that we didn't find a single person. Bastards, I've been tricked. I angrily punched the room's door. Immediately after, my phone chimed with a message notification. Next time, come alone or bring 20 million yuan. Damn it. It's only been a day, and it's gone up by 10 million. Do they think the Jiang family prints money? I looked at the people standing behind me, and an indescribable sense of paranoia arose in my heart. My every move is being watched by that person. I just got back to the country. I haven't offended anyone. Who on earth wants to harm me? What's wrong? Lin Feng snatched my phone and glanced at it. Damn. What a lion's bite. These people have some real guts. I felt extremely frustrated, snatched my phone back and waved at the people next to me. Thanks for your hard work, everyone. You can go home first. Young Master Jiang, maybe you should just pay up and get it over with. 20 million yuan is nothing to your Jiang family, I said through gritted teeth. Even if I report it to the police and let the whole world know, this young master won't let that bitch get away with it. Sleeping with me and not paying is one thing, but she dares to blackmail me too. If I don't catch that bitch, I swear I am not human. Just as I finished speaking, my phone received another message. If you dare to call the police, I'll make 1,000 copies of the video, and the first one will be sent to your father, Jiang Yishen, tomorrow at the club, on the rooftop of Bishui Mountain Villa. Come alone, or bring 30 million yuan. I was trembling so hard, my phone almost flew out of my hand. Then, I gave the middle finger to the surveillance camera in the hallway. I gritted my teeth and cursed. Word by word, bitch. This young master will kill you. At that moment, in the Bentley downstairs, Liu Ruyan, through the laptop in front of her, watched my furious expression. A slight smile played on her lips. Little boy, I am waiting for you to come and deal with me. Leaving the club, I turned down Lin Fang's offer to go for a drink. Lin Fang didn't insist and was about to take me home first. Just as I opened the car door, a horn honked from a distance. Beep, beep, beep. I looked up. It was Liu Ruyan's Bentley. Lin Fang, you go on ahead. We'll talk about tomorrow's business later. After saying that, I walked towards Liu Ruyan's Bentley. Anyway, since all this bad luck was piling up, I might as well deal with one thing at a time. If I couldn't handle this, I'd at least sort out the marriage issue first. Why the long face? Did something happen? As soon as I got in the car, Liu Ruyan handed me a bottle of milk, the same brand as the one always on the table at the Jiang family's house. I didn't think much of it, opened the cap, and chugged it down. I was annoyed. Oh, right? Why are you here? I work nearby. I was afraid it would be inconvenient for you to get home, so I came over as soon as I finished. After all, I was the one who hit your car. It's only right that I can't just leave you be. With that, Liu Ruyan closed her laptop and turned to look at me. What's bothering you? If your brother can't handle it, I can help you. Her words solidified the thought in my mind. This woman and my brother were a match made in heaven. It's nothing. I can handle it myself. After a moment of silence, Liu Ruyan suddenly said, it's getting late and I haven't eaten yet. How about we grab a bite together? I'll take you home afterward. I was about to refuse, but then I had a great idea. Sure. Let me call my brother and see if he's done with work. He's a filthy rich bachelor born to foot the bill. We have to make him treat us to a big meal today. Liu Ruyan frowned slightly, but didn't stop me. Although she really wanted to tie me up and take me home, now was not the time. When the call connected, Jiang Chang was in a video conference in his office. Seeing my call, he paused the meeting. Bro, are you done with work? I want to treat you to dinner. Jiang Chang smiled. You've been back for 2 days, and you're only just remembering your big brother? I've been busy these past few days. Besides those drinking buddies of yours, what else could you possibly be busy with? I frowned. Don't you dare insult my friends. All right. Jiang Chang rubbed his temples to ease his fatigue. Are you short on allowance again? I'll transfer it to you now. I can't come home until this project is finished, so don't bother me for the next 2 days. I was about to say something else, but the phone went dead. Immediately after, my phone chimed with a notification. It was a money transfer, with a message. 100,000 yuan in exchange for 2 days of peace. I accepted the money without hesitation. After all, the rich bachelor wasn't short on cash. It would be a waste not to take it. While I was on the phone, the Bentley had pulled up in front of a very chic and stylish Western restaurant. Is your brother coming? Liu Ruyan asked. Already knowing the answer, he's still busy, he can't make it, I said with a little regret. Such a good opportunity for them to get to know each other, and he missed it. If I successfully set up this marriage, not only would I avoid being forced into marriage by old man Jiang, but I'd also get double the love for my brother and sister-in-law. Just thinking about it was exciting. We're here. Let's get out. I like steak, so I chose this place. You don't mind, do you? I shook my head. I don't mind at all. While Liu Ruyan was talking to the waiter, I secretly took a photo of her profile. I had to admit, her side profile was flawless. I scrolled through my phone, intending to send the photo to Jiang Cheng, but then I remembered he told me not to bother him, so I reluctantly put it away. Care for some wine? Liu Ruyan looked at me meaningfully. I still have 2 bottles of red wine stored here. The atmosphere is so perfect. A little drink will liven things up. I won't drink. I have to go home later. If my dad smells alcohol on me, he'll scold me for sure. Liu Ruyan didn't insist. Are you that scared of your father? It's not really fear. I just don't want to confront him. He's getting old, and if he gets too angry and has a heart attack, it'll be big trouble. Liu Ruyan's calm expression darkened slightly. I heard from your father that you were abroad for the past 3 years. Why did you go study abroad? Sigh. I let out a long sigh. 4 years ago, I saw a case of school bullying. On impulse, I taught the ringleader a harsh lesson. I went a bit too far. His family had some power, so he kept harassing me for half a year. After that, my dad found it too troublesome and just sent me abroad. You fought them all by yourself? Liu Ruyan asked doubtfully. Not exactly, but in the end, I took all the blame. I started it, so of course, I had to take responsibility. Liu Ruyan smiled. You seem to have a strong sense of justice, and you're very loyal too. I think so too, but my dad doesn't. He always says I am impulsive and won't amount to anything. To put it nicely, I am all brawn and no brains. To put it bluntly, I am just an idiot. Hearing my humorous way of speaking, Liu Ruyan burst out laughing. There's nothing wrong with standing up for what's right. From now on, do whatever you want. Your family might not understand you, but I support you. Liu Ruyan said this with great sincerity. Perhaps 3 years ago she couldn't do it, but 3 years later, she could absolutely stand up and protect all of my decisions. That was also why she had noticed me from the beginning, yet hadn't interfered with my life all this time, and only recently had she started to follow my every move because the time was right. I was a bit stunned. I never expected my future sister-in-law to be so enthusiastic and so righteous too. The meal went very comfortably. I was witty, straightforward, and sincere, and Liu Ruyan really agreed with my outlook on life. Unconsciously, our relationship seemed to have become much closer. It was midnight by the time I got home. Everyone was asleep, but the living room light was still on. At that moment, on the sofa sat a beautiful, gentle woman with a tall, slender figure. It was my older sister, Jiang Li. Knowing I had caused trouble today, I nervously approached her and gave her a tight hug. Sis, I missed you like crazy. Jiang Li snorted coldly and sneered. Cut the act. Did you take my sports car out? I nodded timidly, not daring to say a word. So where's my car? It's getting repaired. Hearing this, Jiang Li's eyes widened and she pinched my arm hard. Well done. You've only driven it for a day and you've already wrecked it. You're such a good-for-nothing. Is there anything in this house you haven't broken? I didn't crash it. Someone rear-ended me. It's not my fault. And plus, the repairs are free. And you're proud of that? Jiang Li was speechless with anger. That car was the newest model she had gotten last year, and she treasured it like a jewel. I felt a bit guilty. Dad said he's buying me a car tomorrow. Can I give you the new one? We can trade. As soon as she heard that, Jiang Li got even angrier. She bent down, grabbed my collar, and roared through gritted teeth. That car of mine is a limited edition Ferrari. It's been discontinued for ages. Can you replace it with an identical one? Hee. I fell onto the sofa and started teasing Jiang Li. Mom, help me. Your daughter's gone crazy again. You little brat. Are you calling me a dog? See if I don't strangle you. Sis, calm down. I haven't had my rabies shot yet. As we were fooling around, my shirt collar slipped down, revealing a faint pink mark. Jiang Li had sharp eyes. She grabbed my collar and pulled it down further, revealing even more marks underneath. Jiang Li narrowed her eyes. Impressive. Only 20 years old, and you're already acting like a degenerate, fooling around with women. Dad, come and see what your son has been up to. My heart skipped a beat, and I quickly covered Jiang Li's mouth. Sis, please spare me. Your little brother just made a mistake that any man in the world could easily make. It was a moment of impulse. I couldn't control myself. It's a man thing. You wouldn't understand. TSH. Cut the crap. Jiang Li pushed my hand away. Our older brother is never like this. It's just you being both lecherous and reckless. Yes. I know I was wrong. Sis, please keep your mouth shut for me. The old man must never find out about this. Otherwise, who's going to give you back rubs and foot massages for a whole month? You're such an opportunist. I gritted my teeth and agreed. Deal. That's more like it. Jiang Li sat up straight, pointing to her shoulder. Massage it properly now. Out of Jiang Li's sight, I secretly made a throat-slitting gesture towards her, then resignedly started massaging her shoulders. Sis, when I came home yesterday, I happened to overhear a secret about you. Want to hear it? What secret? To get revenge on Jiang Li for blackmailing me, I gave her a sly smile. When I got home yesterday, I eavesdropped on Mom and Dad's conversation. Jiang Li turned her head, a bad feeling rising in her gut. What did they say? Hey. I cleared my throat twice, then solemnly recounted what Jiang Yishen had told me, but with some added spice for Jiang Li. Mom and Dad said you're not getting any younger. It's time to find a husband. You can't just freeload at home forever. In 3 days, the Liu family is hosting a charity gala, and there will definitely be a lot of prominent families from the business world there. They're planning to have you go on a blind date for an alliance marriage. They said it's the path every member of the Jiang family must take, whether you agree or not. Hearing that, Jiang Li's expression changed instantly. In 3 days, as she spoke, she suddenly shot up, grabbed her bag from the sofa, and was about to storm out, but she spun around at the door to vent her anger by threatening me. Mom and Dad still don't know I am back. You'd better keep your mouth shut. If you dare to breathe a word, I'll tell Dad about you fooling around with women. I held back a laugh, pursed my lips, and nodded vigorously. From now on, if Mom and Dad make any moves, you report to me immediately. I nodded again, my eyes showing extreme sincerity. Jiang Li poked me in the forehead. I'll deal with you when I get back. The next day, I took the black car Jiang Yishen had given me and went to a showroom to buy a vehicle. Known as the most powerful on the planet, a George Patton warship SUV. Driving my favorite car, I was ecstatic. Suddenly, my phone buzzed with a message. While stopped at a red light, I picked up my phone to check. It was another photo. It was still the back of a woman, facing the camera, her face unclear, but this time the man next to her had his shirt completely stripped off, and his pants were pulled down to an extremely sensitive and unsightly position. Following that was a text message. Tonight at the rooftop club of Bishui Mountain Villa, come alone, or it's 40 million yuan. Looking at the message on my phone, I was furious. Tens of millions of yuan. What an outrageous demand. Tonight, I'll definitely teach that bitch a lesson. She won't get a single cent from me. In the evening, I changed into a white shirt and hid a folding knife in my sleeve. To be safe, I prepared 2 plans. Young Master Jiang, will you be okay on your own? At this point, Lin Feng was a little worried. I adjusted my sleeve, my face showing no fear. When it comes to fighting, I'm not afraid of anyone. Don't worry. You guys wait outside. After I go in, I'll send you my location first. After an hour, if I haven't come out, you guys rush in. Okay. You. Be careful, Lin Feng said resentfully. When we catch that bitch, we have to screw her over. I patted him on the shoulder, then stood up and walked into the villa. Entering the VIP club on the rooftop, I took out my phone and sent a message to the mysterious woman. I am here. Which room? A few seconds later, a reply came. You're quite obedient. turn left, go to the end, then turn right. It's the innermost room. The code is 3322. After getting the specific location, I immediately forwarded the message to Lin Feng. Following the directions in the message, I quickly found the room. Standing in front of the door, I took a deep breath and knocked using the code. With a click, the door opened automatically, but it was pitch black inside, with only a few faint rays of light coming through the window. I hesitated for a moment, my hand behind my back tightening its grip on the folding knife before stepping into the room. The moment I stepped inside, the door behind me slammed shut with a thud. I froze for a beat, quickly turning around defensively, but because the room was so dark, my eyes couldn't adjust immediately. After waiting a moment to adjust, by the dim light from the window, I saw a figure slowly approaching me. Damn it. You dare to mess with this young master? You're asking to die. I roared in anger, not giving my opponent any chance to react, and swung the folding knife in my hand wildly. Strike first to gain the upper hand. He who hesitates is lost. I knew this principle all too well. In the darkness, Liu Ruyan smirked, facing the cold glint of the blade. She suddenly grabbed my wrist, and with her other hand, she held a tiny syringe and quickly pricked my waist. 2 seconds later, my whole body went limp. Liu Ruyan seized the opportunity to snatch the folding knife from my hand and threw me onto the bed. Her movements were incredibly decisive and clean. In less than a minute, she had the situation completely under control. At this point, my entire body was numb, but luckily, my mind was still quite clear. I glared at a dark figure slowly approaching the edge of the bed, then crawling on top of me. A wave of absolute panic washed over me. Who the hell are you? We don't even know each other. Why are you targeting me? Liu Ruyan's night vision was extremely sharp. Even with only a little dim light from outside, she could clearly see my face and the fear in my eyes. Seeing this, Liu Ruyan let out a soft chuckle, followed by a dead silence. The game was still ongoing. She couldn't reveal her identity yet. Hearing that laugh, I was so angry my face turned red. What the hell do you want? Let me tell you, don't even dream of getting a single cent from me. Just then, a faint scent of milk wafted to my nose. Liu Ruyan lowered her head slightly, greedily taking a deep breath, as if addicted. Who are you? If this young master has some grudge with you, then damn it, just say it. What's so fun about playing games like this? Swearing again. Liu Ruyan frowned slightly, then suddenly placed on my lips a punishing kiss. That roughness seemed like it wanted to swallow me whole. Getting a chance to breathe, I gasped for a few heavy breaths. Are you crazy? The words had just left my mouth when Liu Ruyan punished me again by biting my collarbone. It hurt so much that I couldn't help but suck in a sharp breath of cold air. Are you going to stop or not? But before I could finish, she bit my waist. In the end, she left bite marks all over me. Get off. You psycho. Right now. I just hope that 1 hour passes quickly, so Lin Feng can bring people to save me, then I'll chop this psycho into pieces and force her to be a slave in an underground casino. I don't know how much time had passed, but the weak feeling in my body gradually disappeared. Just as I regained some strength and was about to teach her a lesson, Liu Ruyan suddenly stopped. Then she stood up, gently pinched my cheek, and opened the door to leave. I watched Liu Ruyan's departing back, grinding my teeth, filled with extreme resentment. You damn woman. Just wait until this young master catches you. I'll definitely teach you a good lesson. After resting a bit longer, I could move slightly again, so I sat up and struggled to put on my clothes. When I got out of bed, my legs suddenly felt weak, and I almost collapsed to my knees on the floor. To find that woman quickly, I shakily held onto the wall, opened the door, and stepped out. I looked down at the watch on my wrist. 10 more minutes until it's been an hour. I was about to take out my phone to call Lin Feng when I realized my phone was gone. It turns out that when Liu Ruyan left, she had also taken my phone with her. Just as I took the elevator down to the first floor, an acquaintance walked straight towards me, with 2 well-dressed men in suits behind her. CEO, Liu? The plan is complete. There are 10 options in total. Please take a look. Liu Ruyan stood at the elevator door, looking at me in the elevator with some surprise. Jiang Ha, why are you here? I pouted, suddenly feeling the urge to throw myself into my sister-in-law's arms and cry, but I couldn't. This is my future sister-in-law. I can't cross the line. Liu Ruyan handed the plan to the vice president beside her. You all go up and rest first. I have something to take care of. At that moment, the effects of the drug in my system hadn't completely worn off, so my movements were a bit sluggish. Seeing this, Liu Ruyan took 2 steps forward and reached out to support me. What's wrong with you? Are you not feeling well? Does it hurt anywhere? Do you need me to take you to the hospital? No need. I'm fine. It'll be fine after a little rest. Seeing Liu Ruyan's worried expression, I felt very touched. She's already so good to me before even marrying into the family. I definitely approve of this sister-in-law. Sister, why are you here? I am here for a meeting. The amenities at this manor are quite complete, so after the meeting, I can let the staff relax a bit. Hearing that, I nodded repeatedly. She's truly a good boss, so considerate of her employees. By now, an hour had passed. When Lin Feng saw that I hadn't come out of the manor, he immediately led his men and charged in. As soon as he reached the lobby, he saw Liu Ruyan supporting me. As we stepped out of the elevator, it's this bitch, right? Damn it. This bitch dares to harm my brother. Lin Feng gritted his teeth and strode forward, quickly pulling out the nunchucks tucked behind his back and swung them straight at her. Stop! It's not her. I panicked and was about to rush forward to stop this hot-headed idiot, Lin Feng, when my body suddenly swayed. Li Ruyan was one step ahead, pulling me behind her and raised her arm to block the blow. What followed was a dry thud as the nunchuck struck Liu Ruyan's arm. Liu Ruyan let out a cry of pain, instinctively taking a step back. Then her back bumped into me. She lost her balance, and we both tumbled to the ground. Everything happened too fast, so fast that I didn't have time to react. Sister, are you okay? I scrambled over to Liu Ruyan's side, anxiously checking on her condition. A blow that strong, her arm must be broken. Sure enough, when I rolled up her sleeve to look, Liu Ruyan's arm was clearly swollen. Lin Feng, you brat. Did I tell you to make a move? CEO. Liu. The employees, who arrived a bit late, saw Liu Ruyan was injured and immediately gathered around to help her up. You were injured, we need to get you to the hospital. Liu Ruyan endured the pain and looked down at me. For what happened today, you'd better give me a reasonable explanation. It wasn't her. Lin Feng dazedly scratched his head. She looks so beautiful, she really doesn't look like that kind of beast. You're done for. Kid. My limbs were still not very agile. Getting up from the floor by myself was a bit difficult. Hurry up and help this young master up. Lin Feng helped me up, his eyes scanning me from top to bottom. So you were by that woman again? What did she do to you? Did you get a good look at her face this time? I ignored him and looked in the direction Liu Ruyan had left, feeling both guilty and worried. Hurry. Take me to the hospital. After resting the whole way, the drug in my system finally wore off completely. By the time I got out of the car, I could walk around freely again. I hurried after Liu Ruyan, helping her get some checkups. Luckily, her arm was only swollen, not broken. Sister, I am so sorry. Liu Ruyan looked at her secretary. You can go back first. Just let Vice President Chen make the decision on the plan. I need to rest for a few days. Let him preside over the meeting. After the meeting, everyone can stay at the manor to relax. Charge all expenses to my personal account. Also, don't let this matter leak out. I don't want to hear any gossip about it. Yes, CEO Liu. Please rest assured. Then I'll be leaving first. While Liu Ruyan was talking, I kept my head down, my right foot unconsciously kicking lightly at the ground, looking just like a child who had done something wrong. Jiang Ha, take me home. Hearing the command, I immediately hurried to follow. Liu Ruyan sat in the passenger seat, her eyes glancing around the car. New car? Not bad. It looks very luxurious. Yes. I just got it this morning. Seeing that Liu Ruyan didn't bring up what happened earlier, I felt a little anxious. After a moment of silence, Liu Ruyan suddenly turned to look at me. Tell me, what exactly happened today? Why did your friend attack me for no reason? Give me a good reason, and maybe I'll let it go. For your sake. My fingers gripped the steering wheel tightly, so hard that my knuckles turned white. I didn't know how to begin. Liu Ruyan looked down at her own swollen arm and said softly, your friend intentionally causing injury is a matter for the court, whether it's the physical injuries or my emotional distress, not to mention the economic losses to the Liu group while I have to rest at home. The Lin family won't be able to bear it. My expression froze, and I grew even more panicked inside. If Liu Ruyan really wanted to pursue this, the Lin family would suffer severe consequences. So, have you thought of an explanation yet? Seeing that I was still hesitating, Liu Ruyan prompted me at the right moment. I thought for a moment, then decided to just risk it, come what may. And then, I told Liu Ruyan everything that had happened in the past 2 days, in detail. She listened quietly, her expression remaining calm. So you're saying you and that woman slept together, and now she's threatening you? I blushed and retorted, it's not that I slept with her, it's that she slept with me. Is there a difference? As she said this, the corners of Liu Ruyan's mouth showed a faint, unnoticeable smile. Of course there's a difference. Suddenly, as if remembering something, I quickly added, this is just about my personal lifestyle. It has nothing to do with my big brother. He's a very upright person and very sharp. Plus he's in excellent health. Why didn't you tell your family about this? So they could help you solve it? Liu Ruyan cut me off. How could I dare tell them about this? I felt a bit wronged. Don't be fooled by my father's dignified appearance. His thinking is actually very old-fashioned. In his eyes, sleeping around before marriage is morally corrupt. Even if I was framed, he would still think it was because I am not decent. If he found out about this, he would break my legs. Hearing this, Liu Ruyan's expression changed slightly. She really hadn't expected the Jiang family's upbringing to be so strict. Turn right ahead to go back to Bitch Thui Manor. I turned to look at her. Your arm is injured. You still want to go back to work? Liu Ruyan's voice was calm, not hiding her thoughts at all. I am going back to help you solve the problem. After all, we know each other. I can't just stand by and do nothing. I was stunned for a moment and still couldn't process it. We're at the intersection. Why haven't you turned yet? What are you thinking about? Hearing that, I immediately snapped out of it and quickly drove towards Beishthu Manor. Liu Ruyan tucked a loose strand of hair from her forehead, gently behind her ear. Did you think I wouldn't help you? I blinked. Yes. I honestly didn't expect it. After saying that, I turned to look at Liu Ruyan. Under the sparkling streetlights, the more I looked, the more I felt that this woman was both beautiful and approachable. In the future, She will definitely be the most wonderful sister-in-law. Back at Bish Thui Manor, Liu Ruin immediately found someone to use technical means to restore the tampered surveillance footage. Seeing the woman who appeared on the surveillance monitor, I wished I could chop her into pieces. Damn it, this young master has finally found you. The woman on camera had a tall figure, exactly like the person in the photo on my phone. It's just a pity that, to hide her identity, the woman not only wore a mask that covered her face, but also wore a wool hat on her head, so I absolutely couldn't see her face clearly. This is so infuriating. You damn woman, wait until this young master catches you. It'll definitely teach you how to be a person. Don't swear. Liu Ruian frowned slightly. I don't like hearing it. Yes. I am sorry. I was used to talking like that before. It'll change from now on. Actually, my family's etiquette is very good, especially my big brother. He's extremely polite. Liu Ruian sat down in the chair in front of the surveillance monitor and turned to look at me. Today, you had a direct confrontation with that woman, and you weren't even drunk then. So, did you teach her a lesson? The words I wanted to say got stuck in my throat, and my handsome face quickly turned bright red. I would absolutely not tell her that not only did I fail to teach her a lesson, but she ended up teaching me one instead. This woman is too vicious. She used dirty tricks. So you were taken advantage of again? Liu Ruian looked at my blushing face, deliberately pressing the question. The camera shows that you two were in the room together for 40 minutes. So, in those 40 minutes, what happened between you two? As soon as this question was asked, my face turned even redder. Those things? How could I possibly say them out loud? Nothing happened. We just had a little chat about life. Oh, just a little discussion. My stuttering appearance made Liu Ruian unable to hold back her laughter. Suddenly, my eyes lit up and I pointed. Sister, look, that bitch threw my phone into the flower pot outside. Wait for me a moment, I'll go get it. Watching my back as I fled for my life, Liu Ruian couldn't suppress a laugh. Just a few kisses and he's already this shy. Won't he be even more embarrassed in the future? I am really looking forward to it. After getting my phone back, I still felt a little disappointed. After all, we still haven't found the person. The threat is still there. Liu Ruian walked out of the surveillance room and comforted me softly. Don't worry, I will help you with this. And I won't let your family find out. It's getting late, you should go home first. I'll let you know if there's any news. After hearing that, my heart suddenly felt incredibly warm, and I thought to myself that this sister-in-law is truly too good. Yes, thank you so much. Please rest assured, regarding you and my big brother, I will definitely do my best to make it happen. Liu Ruian's expression changed slightly. This little brat, I only want to win you over, yet you dare to push me towards someone else. I'll remember this grudge. At dawn the next day, just as the sky was beginning to brighten, I was suddenly woken up by a message notification. This is so annoying. Jinx it. That damn woman. Why does she keep haunting me like a lingering ghost? I crawled out from under the blanket, annoyed. I picked up my phone to look, and it was a message from Liu Ruian. The matter has been resolved. Seeing the message, I stared blankly for a moment, and when I came to my senses, I shot up into a sitting position and carefully read the message. On my phone again just to be sure. Resolved? Was that woman caught? How did she find her? With a series of questions in my mind, I immediately called Liu Ruian's number. Hello. The owner of this phone is injured and is currently recovering. Please leave a message if you need anything. I put the phone down, and suddenly a warm feeling spread from my heart throughout my body. What a good sister-in-law. Even though she's injured, she still cared so much about my problem, and even solved it all so quickly. She must have been busy all night. Thinking of this, I quickly got out of bed, briefly washed up, and ran downstairs. I have to go warm my sister-in-law's heart to let her feel the warmth of the Jiang family. Uncle Wu, please make a little extra breakfast. Remember to add a lot of red dates to the 8 treasure porridge. Uncle Liu, please find me 2 very large thermal food containers. I need them for something. After the sun was fully up, I eagerly carried the 2 huge thermal food containers and drove my beloved car to Bish Thai Manor. In the living room, Liu Ruian looked at the red positioning dot on the screen, saw it approaching Bish Thai Manor, and couldn't help but let out a meaningful smile. Her fish had taken the bait. Knock, knock, knock. 10 minutes later, there was a knock on the door. Liu Ruian opened the door, her face looking a bit tired. Jiang Ha, why are you here? Sister, I brought you breakfast. As I spoke, I lifted the thermal food containers in my hands and took the opportunity to praise Jiang Cheng. My big brother told me to bring this for you. Liu Ruian smiled softly. Come in. But my eyes darted around the living room. A man and a woman in the same room like this doesn't seem very appropriate, does it? How about I wait for you in the tea room? What are you afraid of? An innocent person has nothing to fear. It just so happens I have a troublesome matter waiting for you to solve. A troublesome matter? Could it be that video? I panicked, and my feet moved faster than my brain, stepping straight into the room. Sister, you found that woman, right? Where is she? What does she look like? I haven't seen her in person. I just had someone use a few intermediary channels to find her. That person is extremely cautious. It took a lot of effort to track her down. Hearing that, I became curious. So how was it resolved? Liu Ruian leisurely leaned back on the deliberately doing it right in front of me. She picked up the bottle of liniment for bruises on the table and gently applied it to her swollen arm. Well, of course, it was settled with money. What? You gave her the money? I suddenly became agitated, and my voice rose a few tones uncontrollably. Isn't that letting that woman off too easy? What else could be done? Liu Ruyan glanced at me. Don't tell me you still want to sleep with her again. Although Liu Ruyan herself was looking forward to it, she was afraid that if I discovered her identity, I would fly into a rage at her, and even avoid her. My face suddenly flushed red, and for a moment, I didn't know how to respond. So how much money did you give her? Liu Ruyan answered casually. A nice round number. 20 million yuan. 20 million yuan? I was so stunned, my eyes went wide. I was set up, and yet I still have to give that woman 20 million yuan? What about that video? Did you get it back? Hearing this, Liu Ruyan opened the play laptop next to the table. She turned it towards me. The video is inside. I had someone appraise it. There are no backup copies. Seeing the short live stream video of myself on Liu Ruyan's computer, I suddenly had a bad feeling. So you haven't watched it, right? I have. The battle was very intense. I lowered my head. My face flushed red, and opened the video to take a look. Huh? Why is it so short? I watched for a moment, and realized the video ended before my pants were even off. I thought Liu Ruyan had been tricked. I've already deleted the rest of it. Liu Ruyan said very casually. Keeping this thing will only bring trouble. After watching it, delete this part too. I didn't have any suspicions at all. I just felt a little indignant. So, did you get a clear look at what that woman looks like? It's just like you saw. Her back was to the camera the entire time. I couldn't see clearly either, but you looked quite ecstatic. Heh. My face suddenly flushed red, and for a moment, I didn't know how to react. This matter is over. From now on, you don't have to worry about that woman threatening you anymore. Of course, I will also keep this a secret for you. I absolutely won't tell your older brother. Thank you. I was a little disappointed. After all, this loss was too great to put into words. I really couldn't swallow this anger. It's just that, in front of Liu Ruyan, I didn't let my emotions show too clearly. Finally, I deleted the video, closed the laptop, and conveniently set out the breakfast from the insulated container onto the table. Sister, I will definitely find a way to pay you back that money. It'll just take a little more time. Liu Ruyan looked at my foolish expression, the way I was sold out, yet still helping them count the money. The more she looked, the cuter she found me. There's no need. It's only 20 million yuan. It's not much. This breakfast will make up for it. After hearing that, I was so moved that tears almost welled up. I just remembered that I had been holding my pee all night and still hadn't dealt with it. Without having time to say another word of thanks, I quickly stood up. Sister, you eat first. I have something to do, so I have to leave first. Don't worry. My older brother will definitely come to the charity party. Just leave the matter between you two to me. Okay. Be careful on your way. Looking at my carefree, joking appearance, Liu Ruyan's eyes turned slightly cold. This little thing. Wait until I trick you into my hands. It'll make you kneel and beg for mercy every day. Beg for mercy right on the bed. After a while of being busy, I arrived downstairs at the company. Just then, a handsome man with a very elegant demeanor walked out of the door. Big bro, I called out, hurried forward a few steps, and gave my older brother a warm hug. Bro, I missed you to death. Jiang Cheng smiled and patted my back. Haven't seen you in half a year. You've gotten taller and more sturdy. Of course. As I spoke, I raised my arm and patted my bicep. I work out regularly. See how strong I am. If we fought now, I alone could take on two of you. Hearing this, Jiang Cheng was a bit speechless. You're already 20 years old, yet every day you open your mouth. It's about fighting. When will you ever grow up? I pouted. Who told you and our older sister to keep bullying me when we were little? This is called a gentleman's revenge. 10 years is not too late. This is called spare the rod. Spoil the child, hate someone, give them sweets. Loving to the extreme means using your feet to kick. The moment Jiang Cheng lifted his foot, I had already run away and disappeared. This trick again. Can't you come up with something new? Jiang Cheng chuckled, took a carton of milk from his pocket, and threw it to me. I quickly caught it and said in surprise, how did you know I was coming? Mom called me earlier. Jiang Cheng waved at me. Come here. Considering you haven't caused any trouble for the past half year, your big bro will treat you to a meal. That Sichuan restaurant next to our company just opened 2 days ago. It's trending online. Okay. He'll listen to you, big bro. Should we have some drinks then? A huge weight had been lifted from my heart. I was in a good mood, so I suddenly felt like drinking. Drinking ruins work. Drink less. Jiang Cheng said seriously. Work at the company isn't finished yet. After eating, I still have to go back for a meeting. I pouted. Alright, fine. Hey bro. Guess who I've met in the past 2 days? You'll never guess who. Stop being vague, just spit it out. I smiled mysteriously. I've met our sister-in-law. As soon as these words left my mouth, Jiang Cheng almost spat out his tea. He thought the fact that he was secretly dating a girlfriend had been discovered by the family. What nonsense are you talking about? Where did you get a sister-in-law from? You're about to have one. I took out my phone and showed him the picture I took 2 days ago. Look, do you think this woman is beautiful? Jiang Cheng took the phone and glanced at it. When he saw Liu Ruyan in the photo, my big brother was extremely surprised, and I started to praise her with all my might. She's really great, very righteous and kind. Her looks are out of the question. She's extremely beautiful. Plus, she knows you too. Most importantly, She has a good impression of you. Jiang Cheng wondered. How do you know? She said it herself. Said you were very outstanding and have a lot of masculine charm. Big bro. You have no idea. When she was praising you, her eyes were shining so brightly. Hearing this, Jiang Cheng's expression remained calm, but his heart was already in turmoil. Something's not right. There's definitely something fishy going on. Aha, how did you and her meet? Don't you worry about that. Tomorrow, the Liu family is hosting a charity party. This is a good opportunity. For such a wonderful woman, you must seize the chance. Besides, this is also Dad's idea. Mom and Dad said you're already 28. It's time to find a wife. As a member of the Jiang family, a marriage alliance is the only way. It's not up to you to agree or not. I said it as if it were true. Basically, as long as it's not me in the arranged marriage, I'll sell out whoever I can. Jiang Cheng's face darkened slightly. Regarding my words, he didn't feel suspicious at all. Jiang Cheng looked at me and connected it to the time he saw me and Liu Ruyan together at the Western restaurant before. Something suddenly clicked in his mind. After a moment of silence, Jiang Cheng suddenly smiled. Okay, I'll go to the charity party tomorrow. Hearing that, my eyes lit up. Hehe. It's done. The next evening, there was a knock on Liu Ruyan's door. Miss, the charity party is about to begin. I know. Hearing the knock, Liu Ruyan replied faintly. In the dark room, a video was playing. In the frame was a handsome man, his hands tied tightly on the bed. His fair, clean face was flushed, with a rosy red from being drunk. Be good. Tell me, do you want it? I want it. Please, sister, give it to me. A deep, masculine voice echoed in the room. Liu Ruyan curled up on the sofa, gently swirling the wine glass in her hand. It's been 3 years. She could finally reel in her net. Then, she downed the glass of red wine to suppress the intense desire surging within her. At this moment, the party hall was bustling with people. As for me, I was sitting on a sofa in the corner, playing on my phone, engrossed in a game. Then suddenly, a man appeared beside me. Well, isn't this the second young Master Jiang? The stray dog has finally deigned to return to the country. Hearing the voice, I looked up, my brows furrowing slightly. Turns out it was Jiang Wenming. Enemies really do have a narrow road. Then Jiang Wenming took 2 steps forward, sat down next to me, and reached out to pat my shoulder, just like we were good brothers. But the gunpowder-filled atmosphere could only be felt by the two of us. So, second young Master Jiang, were the days of being a coward hiding abroad comfortable? I twirled the phone in my hand and smiled. It was all right. I didn't lack for food or drink. I also got to experience some foreign customs. On that note, I should thank you. I just don't know if your wound has completely healed yet. If not, let me compensate you with some more money for medicine. While speaking, I intentionally glanced down at Jiang Wenming's lower body. The meaning couldn't be clearer. Jiang Wenming looked at my gloating face, the hatred in his eyes not hidden at all. Wipe that smug look off your face. Don't think that just because you hid abroad for a few years, this matter is over. Let me tell you, our feud isn't over. You little brat. Just you wait. I am always ready for you. I am thick-skinned. I am not afraid of a mad dog's bite. Jiang Wenming gritted his teeth, his heart filled with malice. Let's see how long you can be arrogant. As for me, I just smiled and raised my champagne glass to drink it all. I had already predicted this. After returning to the country, this Jiang Wenming guy would definitely come looking for trouble with me. After all, I did damage that place. With this guy's grudge-holding nature, he would never let it go. HMH. Jiang Wenming scowled and glanced at me and said through gritted teeth, the days are long, just you wait and see. When Liu Ruyan arrived at the party hall, she didn't greet or socialize with anyone else, but scanned her eyes around the hall. She quickly saw me. I was still engrossed in playing games on the sofa. After playing a few rounds, my phone was about to run out of battery. Just then, my phone suddenly vibrated once. Tea room, 2nd floor, room 666. My eyes lit up. I immediately went to Jiang Cheng's side and gently reminded him, bro, that's enough. Stop chatting. Business is more important. Jiang Cheng nodded. He apologized to the directors around him. I am very sorry, everyone. I have a private matter to attend to. Please excuse me. After we walked to a deserted corner, I held up my phone and waved it in front of Jiang Cheng, feeling a little excited. Bro, she's here. She's in the tea room on the 2nd floor. Hurry up and go meet her. I've already checked her out thoroughly for you. That woman is truly amazing. She's very worthy of you. Jiang Cheng smiled just like an old fox. Such an outstanding woman. What if she doesn't even notice me? As soon as he finished speaking, I immediately transformed into a love expert and patted Jiang Cheng's shoulder. Right now, she has feelings for you. This situation is very favorable for you. Besides, even a virtuous girl fears a persistent man. As long as you put in a little effort, are a little persistent, you'll definitely be able to bring her home as a bride for our Jiang family. Even a virtuous girl fears a persistent man. Huh, you sure know a lot. So when are you planning to find a girlfriend? You're 28 and still not married. What's the hurry for me? I plan to focus on my career first. Later, when I've achieved success, I'll think about starting a family. Hearing that, Jiang Cheng scoffed. What kind of great career can you achieve? I was speechless for a moment. Don't you look down on people. All right, I misspoke. I am going up right now. Going up to have a heart-to-heart with that Miss Liu, okay? Wait. I reminded him with a disappointed look. Are you planning to go up empty-handed just like that? It's your first meeting, and you didn't prepare any introductory gift? With that, I turned around, grabbed a bouquet of fresh flowers I had prepared from the sofa, and shoved it into Jiang Cheng's arms. No wonder you're already 28 and still haven't gotten married. If you didn't have me plotting for you, you can just prepare to be single for the rest of your life. You've thought this through quite well. Jiang Cheng looked down at the bouquet in his hands and walked towards the tea room. About half an hour later, Jiang Cheng came out of the tea room empty-handed. My heart suddenly skipped a beat. That fast. Was the conversation not smooth? Did he get rejected? How did the talk go? It was pretty good. Jiang Cheng smiled meaningfully. We hit it off very well. Hearing that, I breathed a sigh of relief. If you hit it off, why didn't you stay and talk a little longer? Big bro, I have to give you some advice. As a man, you shouldn't be so fast. Jiang Cheng didn't bother with the double meaning in my words, but just reached for his coat and put it on with a stylish and neat flair. Mom just called and said that Dad has been sleeping all day and still hasn't woken up. I am worried something happened, so I have to go home and check on him right away. After hearing that, my heart started pounding again. Oh no, I am screwed. The cat's out of the bag. Bro, I am a little busy. You go on your own. Our dad is still strong and healthy. I'm sure his health is fine. Jiang Cheng narrowed his eyes. His intuition told him there was definitely something fishy going on here. Jiang He. Leniency for those who confess. Severity for those who resist. Are you going to confess on your own, or should I beat you up until you talk? As soon as these words were out, my body shivered slightly. Towards this kind of suppression from our family bloodline, I still felt a little scared in my heart. Actually, I just wanted what's best for your lifelong happiness. I didn't want you to miss out on such a good woman. Dad already said it. Only one of you and Dad could go. After all, it's just some business matters. It's a waste of resources for both of you to go, Jiang Cheng said in a low voice. So what? I stammered in reply. So I secretly put a sleeping pill in Dad's teacup. Didn't Dad say that he hasn't been sleeping well lately? I was just trying to help Dad. As soon as I finished, Jiang Cheng was furious, directly grabbed me by the collar and dragged me out of the party hall. Bro, calm down, bro. Soon, we arrived at the villa, and I was just jumping up and down in the room to dodge the attacks from various weapons from behind. At first, it was a men's singles match, then it turned into a mixed doubles match, and finally a three-person coordinated performance. The most hateful thing was, the Shru Jiang Li had just returned from a business trip, heard the whole family was beating me up, so she eagerly flew straight into the house, grabbed a feather duster and rushed over. The servants in the courtyard looked at each other in bewilderment and shook their heads in dismay. The youngest master is so pitiful. As soon as he says something disagreeable, he gets into a duel. He took on 4 people by himself. As a result, I was in so much pain that I tossed and turned all night, unable to sleep. In my room, I couldn't sit, I couldn't lie down, and I couldn't even crawl. Every part of my body was aching, but luckily, I had helped make a good match happen. This beating was worth it. Just as I was about to catch up on some sleep, the door to my room was pushed open with great force, making a loud bang. My body instinctively jumped. Don't you know how to knock? Did you forget all the family rules you learned? You little brat. Jiang Li was choked with anger, but when she saw my pathetic state, she couldn't bring herself to scold me anymore. Time to eat. Jiang Li brought breakfast into my room. After putting down the breakfast, she gently poked my forehead with her finger. You little brat. Only feeling the pain now. If you didn't do something foolish, would anyone in the family bother to hit you? You should reflect on yourself for everything. I glared at her, not bothering to argue back, and immediately changed the subject. Hey, older sis, guess why yesterday I was so insistent on making Big Bro go to the charity party? When Jiang Li heard there was gossip, she immediately perked up. Ha ha ha. That's because I found a sister-in-law for Big Bro. You found one for him? Did he agree? Of course he agreed. They talked to each other last night. Big Bro was very pleased. Which family's young lady is she? Is she of a matching social status? It's Liu Ruyan, Liu Jinchuan's daughter. I guarantee they're a perfect match in status. As soon as she heard the name Liu Ruyan, Jiang Li couldn't help but be stunned. As a young lady in the business world, she, of course, knew well that Liu Ruyan was a cold person and extremely ruthless. How could she stoop so low to be with a man? Jiang Li still couldn't understand. But how did you get to know Liu Ruyan? Last time, my sports car was crashed into by her. After that, we met a few more times. I think she's quite nice. So I introduced her to Big Brother. I didn't expect it to be such a great success. If Big Brother marries Liu Ruyan and solidifies our Jiang family's position in Yun City, then Dad won't force us into arranged marriages anymore. Everyone's happy, right? Jiang Li still couldn't quite believe her ears. All right, you should get some rest. I have to go out for a bit. I have to get to the bottom of this. Let's see what Jiang Cheng is up to. Soon, Jiang Li arrived at the company. She walked into Jiang Cheng's office, just in time to hear him on the phone. His deep, magnetic voice was incredibly gentle. Her intuition told her it was a woman on the other end of the line. After Jiang Cheng hung up, she finally spoke up and asked, Brother, do you have a girlfriend? Jiang Cheng casually nodded. He and Jiang Li thought alike, so there was no need to hide it. Jiang Li asked doubtfully, Is it Liu Ruyan? Jiang Cheng put down his phone and let out a light laugh. That kid really can't keep a secret. He blabbed about it so quickly. But Jiang Li didn't quite understand Jiang Cheng's expression. It seems what Xiao Ha said was true. Is he really planning to marry into the Liu family? Seeing Jiang Li's anxious look, Jiang Cheng's eyes narrowed slightly. He had a rough idea of what was going on. Looks like you have a boyfriend, and his family isn't in business. Their status isn't on the same level as our Jiang family. Hearing that, Jiang Li lowered her head. Her silence was her answer. Brother, is having a matching social status that important? It's enough that dad thinks it's important. Someone in our Jiang family will have to make a sacrifice. That's how business is. A single chopstick is easily broken. We have to rely on each other to strengthen our foundation. Thinking of Jiang Cheng's sacrifice, Jiang Li's eyes suddenly welled up. So that's why you're with Liu Ruyan, not me. It's Xiao Ha. 3 years ago, I took him to an auction. We met Liu Ruyan there. Liu Ruyan has had her eyes on him ever since. I only found this out last night. Jiang Li was stunned for a moment. 3 years ago, Xiao Ha was only 17. How dare she target such a young sprout? Hehe. Well, didn't she wait for 3 years? Jiang Cheng was a bit speechless. After Xiao Ha returned to the country, they met by chance again. From his observation, he saw that Xiao Ha didn't dislike her either. We can try and see how it goes. Jiang Li raised her eyebrows. Big brother, that's Liu Ruyan. You can tell that woman is no simple character just by looking at her. Aren't you afraid Xiao Ha will be at a disadvantage? Hearing that, Jiang Cheng scoffed. That silly kid's mind is always missing a screw. He's hot-tempered and can't keep his cool. Who wouldn't he be at a disadvantage with? A very fair assessment. It's an obvious truth. I suggest we seal the deal. Jiang Cheng shook his head helplessly. A moment later, he continued, with Liu Ruyan's abilities, protecting him is as easy as flipping her hand. Besides, you know, that kid weighs 50 kilos, and 49.5 of it is stubbornness. If he causes trouble in the future, we'll have someone to help us clean up his messes. That way, it won't affect our sibling relationship. Just let the young couple sort it out themselves, and our ears can have some peace and quiet. But with the Liu family's background, will Liu Ruyan agree to marry into the Jiang family? I think she's more likely looking for a live-in husband. Then let's just marry that kid off. A cunning glint flashed in Jiang Cheng's eyes as he planned to set up his younger brother. As the groom's family, shouldn't we receive a bit of a betrothal gift? In short, whether he marries her or is married off, our Jiang family won't be at a loss. If someone in the family has to make a sacrifice, then let's just sacrifice our little brother. It's his fault for being so stupid. No way. She has to call the kid. When the call connected, I was still curled up in my blanket, sleeping in. What is it? Xiao Ha, what do you want to eat for lunch? Jiang Li flashed an extremely gentle smile. Just name whatever you want to eat. Big sister will definitely indulge you completely. Hearing the voice from the phone, a shiver ran down my spine. Did you take the wrong medicine? Jiang Li ignored me and continued speaking. How about a Manchu Han Imperial feast? For the next 3 days, all 108 dishes of the Manchu Han Imperial will arrange for you to eat every single one. It's settled then. After hanging up, Jiang Li let out a soft sigh. Even a Manchu Han Imperial feast couldn't make up for the guilt she felt for her younger brother. Brother, I think you're a real sinner. On the other end of the line, I was dumbfounded. I didn't pay any attention to the Manchu Han Imperial feast. It wasn't until 15 dishes were laid out on the table that I snapped out of it and pinched my thigh hard. It's over. It's really over. This world has really gone crazy. It's like a weasel paying a New Year's visit to a chicken. There's no way it has good intentions. My 3-day grounding period had just ended, and my morning grumpiness was still there when I received the first task that Jiang Cheng assigned me. Xiao Ha, help me take this bouquet of flowers to Miss Liu. Why don't you go yourself? Are you looking for a wife, or am I? I am the matchmaker here, but after-sales service is not within my jurisdiction. Jiang Cheng finished his breakfast and wiped his mouth with a napkin. I am too busy at the company. I don't have time. Meanwhile, I was lounging on the sofa drinking milk. I am not free either. I still have to prepare a birthday gift for Dad. The refusal had barely left my lips when my phone suddenly vibrated. I glanced at the screen, and my eyes immediately lit up. Isn't it just delivering flowers? It's a piece of cake. Don't you worry. Leave it to me. CEO Jiang. If you need any errands, run in the future. Just give me a call. As I spoke, I smiled with my eyes squinted as I accepted the red envelope transfer of 100,000 yuan. I picked up the bouquet from the table and eagerly drove out the door. Sister Ruyan, where are you? I am coming to find you. Liu Ruyan was sitting at her desk. Hearing my clear and energetic voice, the corners of her mouth curled into a slight smile. I am at the company. I've sent the location to your phone. After hanging up, I glanced at the location and whistled happily. Soon, I was at Liu Ruyan's office. Sister, I presented the bouquet in my hand to her. This is from my big brother. Liu Ruyan took the bouquet and smiled lightly. She deliberately asked, even though she already knew, why didn't your brother come himself? He's busy with work at the company. He couldn't get away. I casually sat down on a chair, my eyes scanning the extremely luxurious CEO's office. Liu Ruyan placed the bouquet on the table. You're quite obedient to your big brother. I chuckled. I thought to myself that as long as the money was right, it was fine. But what came out of my mouth was, for the sake of your love, I am willing to do anything you ask. Is that so? Liu Ruyan gave a meaningful smile. I hope you'll keep your word. I was busy admiring the beautiful view outside the window, so I didn't see the sly glint that flashed in Liu Ruyan's eyes. After some simple small talk, I found an excuse to leave her off. Just as I stepped into the elevator, Jiang Cheng's call came through. Miss Liu is about to go to the timber market. She's a girl, all alone. I am worried. You should go with her. My foot, which was about to step out of the elevator, froze. I said annoyed. I already told you. After-sales service is not part of my package. Do you think I have a lot of free time? Oh, then forget it. Jiang Cheng sighed. Finding the right person is really not easy at all. But if a woman doesn't have someone by her side, the feelings will fade. Perhaps your big brother here is destined to be single. In the future, the task of carrying on the family line for the Jiang family will have to rely on you. A few days ago at the charity banquet, I helped you spot a very nice girl. Hearing that, my heart skipped a beat. I said through gritted teeth, "I'll go. This is the last time. In the future, you can woo your own wife." Well, see, Jiang Cheng said casually, then hung up. Helpless, I had no choice but to turn back. I absolutely cannot let Jiang Cheng and Liu Ruyan break up, and I definitely don't want to get into a business marriage. Why are you back? Liu Ruyan had just grabbed her coat, ready to go out, when she ran into me coming back in. I quickly took the coat from her hand, while endlessly saying good things about Jiang Cheng. My brother told me to go to the timber market with you. He's afraid it's not safe for you to go alone. Liu Ruyan smiled softly. She said meaningfully, "How thoughtful. When you get home, remember to thank your brother for me." Oh, right. The road to the timber market often has traffic jams, so we can't take a car today. When we got down to the parking garage, what caught my eye was a motorcycle, a top-of-the-line, large displacement black model. Sister, you know how to ride a motorcycle? Liu Ruyan smiled and said, "You could say that I know how to do just about every extreme sport." Seeing my admiring gaze, the smile on Liu Ruyan's lips deepened. "Do you have a license?" I shook my head. "I haven't taken the test yet. My dad says racing is only for crazy people. The risk factor is too high, so he won't let me touch it." After saying that, I suddenly realized something and immediately added, "Except for you, of course." Liu Ruyan looked straight into my eyes, her gaze captivating. "Want to try being crazy for once?" I vaguely nodded and replied, "Yes, it'll take you to be crazy with me in the future." By the time I came to my senses, Liu Ruyan had already taken a helmet and placed it in my hands. I stood up and watched as Liu Ruyan swung her long legs over the bike. Her aura was overwhelming, like that of the most powerful king in the world. My heart suddenly started racing, skipping a couple of beats uncontrollably. Suddenly, I felt a chill run down my spine. Oh no, this is bad. What the hell am I thinking? That's my future sister-in-law. Then I sat behind Liu Ruyan, put on the helmet, and snapped the visor shut with a click. Immediately after, Liu Ruyan's voice came through my ear. "Hold on tight to me." I looked shyly at Liu Ruyan's slender waist, not knowing where to put my hands. Suddenly, the bike beneath us rumbled. The moment the bike started and shot forward, I lost my balance and instinctively wrapped my arms tightly around her waist. Liu Ruyan felt the tight embrace around her waist, and a triumphant smile bloomed on her lips. Her goal achieved. When I get back, I have to go take the test for my motorcycle license. I have to be as cool as Sister Liu Ruyan. No, I have to be even wilder than her. The motorcycle sped along without any obstacles. Soon, we arrived at the timber market. This timber market was extremely large, and the variety of wood inside was incredibly rich. As I was walking around, my eyes suddenly lit up. Golden silk Nammu wood. Elegant, noble, and graceful. It doesn't rot for 1,000 years, and is impervious to all insects. This is the most perfect wood for making an urn. I was incredibly excited. However, before I could even say anything, Liu Ruyan's voice came from behind. "This piece of wood is good. I'll take it. Please pack it carefully and send it to the Liu Group headquarters." Hearing that, the owner couldn't stop smiling. "Yes, of course. I guarantee everything will be arranged properly for you." I stood aside and watched helplessly as the piece of wood I had finally found and liked slipped away right before my eyes. I felt a little disappointed. For a long time, I've wanted to find a top-grade piece of wood to make an urn for my dad. Now, his big birthday is getting closer. If I don't start soon, I won't make it in time. The wood is bought. Let's go. I frowned and looked around. How about we walk around a bit more? I also want to find a piece of yin chen wood. The owner just said, "Right now, this is the only piece of yin chen wood left in the whole market. If you're interested, you can go to other markets to look. I remember there's also a big timber market in Lin City. I can take you there someday, but not in the next few days. I am busy." On the way back, I wanted to say something several times but held back. It wasn't until we got back to the company that I finally couldn't hold it in anymore. "Sister, what are you going to do with that piece of wood?" Liu Ruyan took a sip of coffee and said leisurely, "I heard that Yinchen wood doesn't rot for 1,000 years, and it can also ward off evil spirits. So I am planning to make some bracelets as a benefit for the employees to boost everyone's morale." I was silent for a moment, then tentatively asked, "Actually, the best material for making bracelets is agar wood. Agar wood is too expensive. It's not easy to make money these days, so it's better to save whatever you can. A moment later, I hesitantly continued. Rosewood would work too, sister. If not, there's also green sandalwood or old mountain sandalwood. You mean, you want me to give you this piece of golden silk Namu wood? I blinked expectantly. Is that okay? A glint flashed in the depths of Liu Ruyan's eyes. Then what's in it for me? I can pay you double the price. I offered my final price. Liu Ruyan chuckled, leaning back lazily in her chair. Do you think I am someone who cares about money? I was suddenly at a loss for words. Of course, you don't lack it. You threw out 20 million yuan without batting an eye, so this small amount is nothing. Besides, you didn't even ask for anything in return. How about this? You give me this golden silk Namu wood first, and later I'll find an even bigger piece to give back to you. What do you think? The smile on Liu Ruyan's lips deepened. Her usually cold face suddenly became gentle and soft. For me, anything bigger is useless. Anything beyond my control and calculations is a waste. All this time, I thought Liu Ruyan was a reasonable and easy to negotiate person. I didn't expect to be rejected so bluntly by her today. Just as I was about to give up, Liu Ruyan suddenly spoke up. I can give you this golden silk Namu wood, but I have one condition. I didn't expect things to turn around so quickly. What condition? Be my tail, and ensure that whenever I need you, you'll be there immediately. No problem, I answered with extreme certainty. Isn't it just about warming the heart of my future sister-in-law? Even if I didn't come willingly, Jiang Cheng would just push any errands onto me anyway. With this answer, Liu Ruyan wasn't surprised at all. After all, I was too naive and extremely easy to lead by the nose, and held jump right into the trap. As if she thought of something, Liu Ruyan's eyes suddenly turned cold. No. In the future, I must guard this person very carefully, lest someone just offers a lollipop, and this silly little puppy runs right into their arms. What do you need this golden silk Namu wood for so urgently? Next week is my dad's big birthday. I want to give him a gift. Liu Ruyan raised an interested eyebrow and asked, what kind of gift? She knew I've been busy looking for the right piece of wood these past few days. As for what I was actually planning to make, she was extremely curious. I gave a mysterious smile. Everyone will know when the time comes. My sacred and great profession is not something everyone can guess. What is it? I smiled innocently, without any guard. On my handsome, refined face, a smile as radiant as the sun spread. Liu Ruyan stared at me, her eyes filled with unconcealed passion. I heard that when you were abroad, you were studying design, right? Design and sculpture, I added. What a coincidence. My company is looking for a senior designer. If you're interested, you could give it a try. The benefits are excellent. After about 2 seconds of silence, Liu Ruyan continued, I know your Jiang family's background is very prominent, but dreams need to be combined with reality to truly shine. The Jiang Group mainly deals with finance and real estate. It doesn't have a department for product design and development. I can create a personal playground for you. Hearing this, I scratched my head in confusion. My design proposals, your company probably won't be able to use them. Oh, that makes me even more curious. What exactly do you design? Liu Ruyan pressed on. I leaned forward slightly, my beautiful eyes filled with pride and confidence. Urns. Liu Ruyan was stunned for a second. No wonder every time Jiang Cheng mentioned this guy's hobby, he was at a loss for words. That's quite an interesting profession, very creative, and extremely courageous too. Sister, you're truly the best judge of character, much better than my big brother. He only knows how to put me down. Liu Ruyan smiled and asked, so why did you choose this profession of designing urns? Don't you think that being able to personally choose your own most satisfying final resting place while you're still alive is an incredibly happy thing? So you're planning to give your father an urn? This silly boy really thinks too simply. Just a few questions and has already spilled all his secrets. You're so smart. If my big brother marries you, it's truly his blessing for 3 lifetimes. The very next second, Liu Ruyan's expression suddenly darkened. Looking at my slightly flushed lips, she just wanted to pounce and bite them to pieces out of sheer annoyance. I'll give you this block of golden silkwood for free. I'll also let you use the room and starting tomorrow, you can come here to work. I glanced at the room not too far away, separated by a large glass wall. A man and a woman staying in the same place like this, it's a little awkward. This. ICNT. Very appropriate. Is it? Sis. Liu Ruyan sat up straight and turned on the computer next to her. Her tone was incredibly decisive, not giving me a chance to refuse. In my eyes, everything related to money must be fully utilized. That's why I need to supervise you, to prevent you from wasting such a precious material. After saying that, Liu Ruyan added, this is also your older brother's wish. He asked me to supervise you closely on his behalf. So it's decided, all protests are invalid. Hearing this, I was speechless. After leaving the Liu family's company, I immediately called Jiang Cheng and gave him a piece of my mind. Bro, did you tell Liu Ruyan to supervise me? She hasn't even stepped into our family's house yet. What right does she have to control me? It's not that she's supervising you, it's that you're supervising her. Jiang Cheng tried to persuade me with a gentle tone. Anyway, we're not officially married yet. I'm afraid another man might show up by her side. Help me keep an eye on her. Jiang Cheng's words sounded strange. Every single word he said didn't mention that Liu Ruyan was his future wife, but it made me think that Liu Ruyan was indeed my sister-in-law. I felt a bit annoyed, I originally just intended to be a matchmaker who knew that it would lead to so many troublesome after-sales services if I'd known. I wouldn't have bothered playing Cupid. I have no other choice either. The company is too busy. I can't get away. How about this? Next week, there's a real estate brokerage seminar. You go attend it for me, so I can go on a date. The moment I heard that, I had to swallow the words of refusal I was about to say. After all, I've never studied business administration, and I don't know a thing about the business world. I don't understand anything about real estate. Additional services require extra payment. Otherwise, it's a no deal. An international black card, unlimited swiping. How about that? Deal. Hanging up, I whistled happily. All the frustration in my heart vanished completely. I even started humming a few lines of a song. An international black card, just as the name implies, can be used in any country. As long as there's no limit, I can swipe to my heart's content. Swipe as much as I want. Just business, no feelings. This feels amazing. When I got home, besides the 2 drivers and the housekeeper, there were also some new chefs in the kitchen. Jiang He. Look, I've invited the chefs from Sanwei Zai over for you. From now on, the house will only cook your favorite dishes. Aren't you happy? Seeing me walk in, Jiang Li shed her previous shrewish, her expression so gentle it seemed like it could melt. It sent a chill down my spine. This woman has gone crazy. Over the past 3 days, I've tasted the entire Manchu Han Imperial Feast, a total of 108 dishes. Today, she even invited the chefs from Sanwei Zai to our home. What on earth does this woman want? A scheme. There's definitely a scheme. Where are Mom and Dad? Sis, Jiang Li let out a long sigh. Dad's afraid he'll have a heart attack just by looking at you. So, to live a few more years, he took Mom to France. I pouted. The old man is that age, but he's still quite romantic. Sitting down at the dining table, I glanced at the 10 dishes, a feast for the eyes, nose, and palate on the table. Then I glanced at Jiang Li with a serious expression. Sis, tell me the truth. Do you have some kind of terminal illness? Don't be scared. Even if our family has to go bankrupt, we will cure you. If it were before, if Jiang Li had heard this, she would have slapped me long ago. But today she just smiled. Thinking about how her little brother was about to be snatched by a pig, she felt a bit reluctant. After I get married, I'll really miss you. So that's what this is about. You're over 20 already. You should have gotten married a long time ago. Always clinging to your maternal home and not leaving. If you keep delaying, you'll become an old spinster. Besides, the reason you're single isn't just because you're ugly. It's also because you're old and withered. Even if you still have some beauty, once your prime is over, no one will want to marry you. The next second, the smile on Jiang Li's lips slowly faded. Her eyes narrowed. Her fists clenched, cracking. Don't get angry. Don't get angry. What's wrong, sis? Toothache. Jiang Li gritted her teeth and forced a smile. Seeing you makes the pain go away. Just as I finished eating, my phone rang. I looked down at it and immediately rushed back to my room. Did you find something out? On the other end was my childhood friend, Chin Mu, an intern at the police department. He's not official yet, but his future is immeasurable. Knowing I was in trouble, Chin Mu didn't hold back his teasing. Found her. It's a woman. According to your description, she's also very wild. My face darkened. You little brat. You didn't find out anything useful, and you still have the nerve to call me. Can't you show off some skills and dazzle your brothers for once? Chin Mu chuckled. Don't get so worked up. That's an understatement. Let's see you not get worked up after being bitten by a dog. Lately, I haven't been able to eat well or sleep peacefully. Even in my dreams, I see that woman biting me. I clench my jaw tightly. This young master will make that bitch spit out the 20 million yuan, not a single cent less, and then I'll deal with her. There are too few clues right now. The cameras at the bar and the hotel can't be recovered. As for the video you mentioned, it was shot with a personal camera, so there's even less of a way to trace it. Maybe we can start investigating. From the relationships around you, try to think about who you might have offended. If there's a lead, we can follow it. Otherwise, it's like finding a needle in a haystack. Who could I have possibly offended? Didn't I beat up that legitimate grandson, Jiang Wenming? That one time, after thinking for a moment, I continued. Do you think that bastard is messing with me? Chin Mu was silent for 2 seconds. He was also involved in that incident back then, so of course he knows about the grudge between me and Jiang Wenming. Without evidence, all conclusions are empty, but it'll help you keep an eye out. This can't be investigated overnight. Stop worrying about it. Let's go for a drink tonight. When you came back, I was on a mission and couldn't make it. Let's call some of the guys and go out to relax later. All right, it's my treat tonight. Let's drink our hearts out. We're not going home until we're drunk. In the evening, I went straight to the appointed place. The location is a Chinese restaurant. The most famous in Yun City is Sanwei Zai. Last time, this kid sneaked off before we were done drinking. Brothers, we have to watch him closely today. Lin Feng jumped up and shouted. As soon as I walked in the door, I heard Lin Feng's booming voice. As I walked towards the main seat, I replied with a laugh. Don't worry. This young master today is definitely not leaving until I've knocked you out. At this moment, right next to the main seat at the banquet table, sat a woman. It was Su Bingbing. It's just that her seat was blocked by the person next to her, so I didn't notice her when I was at the door. After joking around with my buddies for a bit, I finally sat down. My eyes swept across the table. Suddenly, my expression froze. Who's so tactless? Bringing a woman to a drinking session. Jiang He, long time no see. Su Bingbing, sitting in the corner, blushed slightly. I gave a slight nod. My gaze only paused for a moment, then immediately shifted to Qian Mu. Su Bingbing felt a little disappointed. She had imagined countless reunion scenarios, but she didn't expect that. Wouldn't even spare her another glance. Qin Mu explained briefly. When we arrived, she happened to be standing at the door of the private room. Everyone knows she's the woman under young Master Jiang's protection. Who would dare to stop her? I think she probably wants to rekindle her old flame with you. That's why she sniffed her way here. Hearing that, I was truly speechless. Nonsense. I don't have any old flames. Who is she? Qin Mu looked at my puzzled expression and could only give a helpless smile. Who knows where this woman came from? Forget about her. Let's keep drinking. The drinking session was halfway through, and I was already showing clear signs of being drunk. My face was flushed with alcohol, and I started to stumble, unable to stand steady. You guys keep drinking. Stepping out for a bit. This brat is NT planning to sneak off again. Is he? Lin Feng stood up unsteadily, holding a bottle of wine, and drunkenly pointed at the people at the table. Let me tell you something. Grandpa here is making a declaration. Today, whoever dares to walk out that door first is a son of a turtle. Although I had drunk a bit too much, I wasn't so drunk that I couldn't recognize my own parents. Hearing Lin Feng's words, the alcohol rushed to my head, and I stumbled forward, intending to beat him up. Good grandson. Brothers, get him. As soon as I gave the order, the others joined in, rushing forward to pin Lin Feng to his chair and gave him a good beating. Damn it. Your grandpa is here. Who dares to be impudent? After a brawl, I stumbled out of the private room. Just as I came out of the restroom, I suddenly bumped into a woman. Her soft and springy chest sent me stumbling back a step involuntarily. Su Bingbing quickly stepped forward to support me, but as soon as she touched me, I forcefully pushed her hand away. Su Bingbing forced a strained smile. Jiang He, you're too drunk. Let me take you home. Who are you? I drunkenly glanced at Su Bingbing, a woman. In my daze, I immediately recalled the first day I returned to the country. The woman I met at the bar that day. This young master has finally found you. My face darkened. I reached out and grabbed Su Bingbing's neck tightly, pinning her against the wall behind her. You damned woman. You finally decided to show up. Today, if you don't spit out the 20 million yuan that belongs to this young master, then this young master will kill you. Hearing this, Su Bingbing choked. Unable to breathe, her face immediately turned pale. Jiang He, it's me. I am Su Bingbing. She reached out and gripped my wrist, wanting me to calm down a bit, but she had overestimated her place in my heart. She thought that 4 years ago, I fought for her, that it was because I liked her. That's why she tried every means to track my whereabouts and came here to wait, wanting to rekindle our old flame. Bitch, heaven has a path, but you refuse to take it. Hell has no gate, yet you barged right in. How dare you plot against this young master? You must be tired of living. The drunken rage was overwhelming, coupled with an unyielding hatred. I had no mind to be gentle with a fair lady. Let go, Jiang He. Su Bingbing managed to choke out a few words. Her beautiful face was now deathly pale. Tears of fear streamed down her face. Just as Su Bingbing's consciousness began to fade, the restroom door was suddenly pushed open forcefully. Seeing Su Bingbing being intimate with me, Liu Ruyan's already cold eyes darkened instantly. She directly swatted Su Bingbing's hand away and then grabbed my wrist. Let go. Are you trying to kill someone? Don't stop me. How dare she plot against this young master? Today I have to kill her. I glared at Su Bingbing with extreme hatred. I wished I could chop her into 100 pieces. Su Bingbing could finally breathe again. She gasped and coughed violently, her body gradually sliding down the wall and collapsing onto the floor. This stinking woman dared to plot against me and then blackmail me. If I don't teach you a lesson today, then this young master will write his name backward. Seeing me about to lunge and strangle Su Bingbing again, Liu Ruyan pulled me back forcefully. Her other hand pinched my butt hard. A sharp pain shot through me. I let out a loud yelp, almost jumping off the ground. Sober now? Liu Ruyan gripped my chin, forcing me to look straight at her, and asked word by word. I stared dazedly at Liu Ruyan for a long while, then my face suddenly fell. Sis, this lady, she's bullying me. Liu Ruyan looked at my pouting face, and a thrill went through her. Be good. Come home with me. Okay. Late at night, in a dimly lit room, Liu Ruyan coaxed me into drinking a glass of milk. After I had fallen sound asleep, she leaned down and slowly kissed my lips. Deep in sleep, I was completely unaware. Waking up the next morning, I was still lying face down on the pillow, fast asleep. The blanket was pulled up to my waist, hiding some suspicious marks on my back. Beside me, Liu Ruyan was leaning against the headboard. She looked down to admire her handiwork, the corners of her lips curling into a meaningful smile. Suddenly, she leaned down and gently placed a kiss on my face. An hour later, I was still in a sleepy state. I stared blankly at the unfamiliar room and my naked body. My mind was blank, not understanding what was happening. What the hell? What's the situation? Could it be that while I was drunk, I was devoured by that woman again? Terrified, I quickly threw off the covers to check. Thank goodness. My body was still clean. There were no marks on the bed either. But where are all my clothes? Where am I? This isn't a hotel. It looks more like a bedroom in someone's house. Seeing the brand new set of clothes placed by the bed, I quickly put them on and went outside. At this moment, in the first floor living room, Liu Ruyan was leisurely drinking coffee on the sofa. "You're awake?" I approached her, my mind full of questions. "Why am I at your house?" Liu Ruyan put down her coffee cup. She looked at my young, handsome face and seemed to be in a very good mood. "You were too drunk last night, and you caused a scene at the restaurant. I happened to be passing by, so I brought you here." "Caused a scene? My alcohol tolerance is pretty good. How could I have caused a scene? You don't remember anything? When I arrived, I saw you strangling a woman. You almost choked her to death." "I've already asked. Her name is Su Bingbing. What's your relationship with her?" "Su Bingbing?" I tried to remember. "I don't know her." I wasn't lying. I really didn't have any impression of Su Bingbing at all. As for that fight, it was all because that bastard Jiang Wenming went too far. He dared to corner a girl in the restroom to bully her. I just saw something unjust and stepped in to help. Liu Ruyan knew I wasn't lying, so she didn't want to delve deeper into it. "Hurry up and wash up, then come eat. Later, go to Sanwei Zhai to pay the bill. You guys were all dead drunk yesterday, so there was no other choice. I had to cover for you first." An hour later, I sat at the dining table, wanting to say something but hesitating. "Sis, who undressed me last night, you threw up all over yourself yesterday, so the butler, Uncle Liu, helped you take them off." The nearby butler, Uncle Liu, froze when he heard that. Why didn't he know anything about this? Could it be because I am really old, that my memory is getting so bad? "Thank you so much, Uncle Liu." Butler Liu could only respond with a helpless smile. "Young Master Jiang, you're too kind." After eating, I took Li Ruin's car to Sanwei Zhai. "Hello, sir. Yesterday's total bill was 238,000 yuan. I generously took out the black card from my wallet and flicked it. Swipe it." "I am very sorry, sir. The balance on your card is insufficient." "Are you kidding me? This is an international black card. It has a limit of 50 million yuan, and you dare tell me I don't have enough money?" "I am truly sorry, sir. There really isn't enough money on the card. If you don't believe me, you can try again somewhere else." I had no choice but to take out my phone and check my account. The number 145,000 yuan appeared on the screen, making me feel embarrassed. Then, I looked pleadingly at Liu Ruyan and forced an apologetic smile. "Sis, help me out this time." Liu Ruyan smiled. She turned to the waiter and said, "Waive his bill. Inform everyone downstairs that from now on, whenever young Master Jiang comes here, everything is on the house." Hearing that, I couldn't help but gape in astonishment. "Sis, this Sanwei Zhai restaurant." Liu Ruyan replied with a smile. "It's mine." As soon as I stepped out of the restaurant, I immediately called the Black Cards customer service department. "Hello, sir. Sir, the card's limit is indeed 50 million yuan. It's just that the spending limit on the card has been locked. You can only spend a maximum of 10,000 yuan." I said through gritted teeth. "Only 10,000? Are you trying to shoo away a beggar?" I could only sigh and put down the phone. Leaning back in the car seat, I pouted resentfully. 10,000 yuan isn't even enough for me to live on for 2 days. Sob. My older brother is so unreasonable. How could he trick me like that? Just thinking about how I rejected 50,000 yuan in cash, only to choose this black card with a locked limit of 10,000 yuan, I realized it'd been seriously ripped off. Suddenly, I shot up and said indignantly, "You don't want to spend money, but you still want to use free labor? Where did you get such a thick face? From today onwards, this young master will no longer be providing these after-sales services." Liu Ruyan watched from the side, thinking to herself, how adorable I looked. In fact, locking the card's limit was her suggestion. By cutting off my financial path, she would have more opportunities to get close to me. When Jiang Cheng received my call, his tone was somewhat cold. "If you want money, that's fine. From today on, come to the company and learn management from your father. Learn finance with your sister. Wait until you can handle things on your own. I will immediately raise your limit to 10 million yuan. If you can't do it, then there's nothing to discuss. I am very busy these days. I don't have time to manage you. If you run out of money, just go borrow from Miss Liu. Well, settle it at the end of the month. If your car runs out of gas, don't even bother coming home. Just stay at Miss Lia's place for now. After all, you'll be family in the future. You don't need to be so formal." Hearing the dial tone on the phone, I pouted. How am I supposed to live like this? To that family, I am probably just a freebie that came with a phone card top-up. No one feels sorry for me at all. Liu Ruyan suppressed a laugh and patted my head. "How pitiful. Don't be scared. I'll take care of you from now on." "Sister, you're so nice. Much better than that jerk of a man." Liu Ruyan smiled. "You're also much better than that jerk of a man." I went home to get my necessary carving tools, then drove to Liu Ruyan's company. There's nothing left for me in this house anymore. To find some peace, my parents went to France, my eldest sister acts up from time to time, and my eldest brother is both a jerk and heartless, so I decided to go hide at Liu Ruyan's place for a few days. Liu Ruyan's office is very spacious. In the middle, there's a large glass wall, dividing the room into 2 separate studios. Inside the studio, there's also a lounge. When you're tired from work, you can rest. Thinking about the possibility of being able to be intimately entangled with me inside, Liu Ruyan suddenly felt full of motivation. It's just that I didn't realize at all that, from the very first day I returned to the country, I had already stepped into the wolf's den. "Sister, Am I bothering you? Not at all. Liu Ruyan replied with a smile. This glass wall is soundproof. You can work without any worries. Liu Ruyan looked through the glass wall, watching the busy figure inside, a faint smile always playing on her lips. CEO Liu, it's already 11 o'clock. What are the arrangements for lunch today? The secretary glanced at me behind the glass wall, not daring to guess Liu Ruyan's intentions. Notify Tam Vi Trey. Tell them to bring a few of their specialty dishes here every day. From now on, I'll be eating in the office. Yes, CEO Liu. I'll arrange it right away. The secretary quickly replied. Then, under Liu Ruyan's pressuring gaze, stepped out of the office. The next day, the general manager's assistant was replaced by a man. Even the 5 secretaries with good looks and charisma, who were very good outside, were all replaced by men. Moreover, they were all as straight as cold steel. So straight, they couldn't be any straighter. The kind who couldn't be bent even if you tried. Huh. Why has everyone outside the door been replaced? Liu Ruyan said casually. They all decided to go home and have babies. That's right. Have you finished your design draft? I nodded. I've finished the sketch. Today, I just need to finish a few more details, and it'll be very good. Liu Ruyan praised sincerely. Oh, right. I have a meeting at the subsidiary company later. Do you need anything? Just ask the secretaries outside. I nodded. Sister, why is your face so red? Do you have a fever? Haha. I am fine. Liu Ruyan stood up and organized some files. It's probably because the weather turned cold, so I haven't adapted yet. You just keep working. I'll be back to have lunch with you this afternoon. I was about to say she didn't need to go to the trouble of coming back, but Liu Ruyan had already grabbed her coat and walked out the door. As for me, I was busy in the office for 2 hours. I finally finished the details of the design. However, before me, a bigger problem arose. I haven't bought any paints. I slapped my forehead in frustration. My mind is really muddled. How could I forget something so important? Seeing that it was still early, I planned to go buy some nearby. Just as I got to the first floor, I saw a scholarly-looking man. It was Xie Jingyun, one of Liu Ruyan's pursuers. The girl at the reception desk looked at the bouquet in his hands, her expression clearly troubled. Sir, please don't make things difficult for us. The company has its rules. You should contact our CEO Liu first to make arrangements before coming to meet her. Hearing that, Xie Jingyun's expression darkened. If he had Liu Ruyan's contact information, he wouldn't need to go through all this trouble. Then when will your CEO Liu be back? We're not sure about that. CEO Lia's schedule is managed by her dedicated assistant. Xie Jingyun felt a bit helpless. He was about to turn and leave when he saw me stepping out of the elevator. Young Master Jiang. I paused in my steps. You know me? Xie Jingyun approached and extended his hand. I was also present at the charity dinner that night, so that's how it is. But I am not used to the social etiquette of successful people like you. So let's skip the handshake. Hee. I've long heard that young Master Jiang is an unrestrained person. Meeting you today, you are indeed a straightforward person. Stop with the flattery. It makes me uncomfortable. Young Master Jiang, why are you here? Whatever relationship CEO Liu and I have is none of your business. I really couldn't stand Xie Jingyun's pretentious, scholarly demeanor. What do you want from me? I am looking for CEO Liu to discuss important matters. I just don't know when she'll be back. Xie Jingyun threw out a probing question. If I knew Liu Ruyan's schedule, it would prove that their relationship was anything but normal. Then he would have to investigate more thoroughly. I am not the worm in her belly. How would I know? Saying that, I glanced at the bouquet in Xie Jingyun's hands. It seems you want to pursue her. I get it. Before he could react, I snatched the bouquet from his hands, turned around and walked straight inside. I'll accept it on her behalf. You can go home now. Xie Jingyun was momentarily stunned by my brazen move. Hey, young Master Jiang. Xie Jingyun was quick-witted and immediately strode after me. Those are my flowers. Xie Jingyun squeezed into the elevator just before the doors could close. What are you coming up here for? I was about to press the elevator button, but Xie Jingyun quickly blocked me. Young Master Jiang, don't be so hasty. We're all men here. Your older brother and I even have a business relationship. We're not strangers. Who wants to be in the same circle as you? My heart was filled with contempt. What kind of monster is this? Daring to compete with my older brother for his wife? Does he really think that a professional, after-sales service provider like me is useless? Stepping out of the elevator, Xie Jingyun looked at the male secretaries working in front of him and thought he had gone to the wrong place. Wasn't it said that Liu Ruyan doesn't get close to men? So what's with all these male secretaries? A female CEO and her team of male secretaries. What if they're not careful and fire gets close to straw, leading to some unspoken rules? Seeing that I didn't even look back and went straight into the office, Xie Jingyun was just about to follow when a male secretary stopped him. I am very sorry, sir. Without CEO Liu's permission, no one is allowed to enter the office. Xie Jingyun was speechless, watching this series of events. His head felt like it was about to explode. Without thinking, he blurted out a stupid question. Then why is he allowed in? The male secretary didn't even bother with him. If he can get in, it's obviously because CEO Liu allowed it. He looks like a business elite on the outside, but he can't even understand such a simple thing. Inside the office, I leisurely sat on the chair reserved for Liu Ruyan. slowly took out my phone and dialed a familiar number. CEO Jiang, I have some good news for you. Your love rival has appeared. It'll give you two choices now. 1. Stand by and watch as you lose your wife. 2. Pay up to ward off bad luck and keep the peace. But Jiang Cheng only said coldly, handle it yourself. Then he hung up abruptly. Stingy bastard. I angrily threw my phone on the table. He won't even spend a single cent, and he still wants me to help him chase away her suitors. Damn it. Knock on wood. Realizing my slip of the tongue, I immediately put my hands together and bowed towards the west. Mom, your son didn't mean to offend you. If others are angry, don't be angry. If you get sick from anger, the other woman will benefit. Calm down. Must calm down. I muttered to appease my mother's spirit from afar. I narrowed my eyes and gritted my teeth, muttering another sentence. It's true that the emperor isn't worried, but the eunuch is all worked up. I decided to ignore it. After all, I am not the one losing a wife. By the time Liu Ruyan finished her meeting and returned to the company, it was already past noon. Seeing Xi Jingyun waiting outside the office, Liu Ruyan's expression turned cold, barging into someone else's company without permission. Mr. T, are you perhaps too unfamiliar with the rules, Miss Liu? Xi Jingyun smiled. He wasn't intimidated at all by Liu Ruyan's cold aura. I heard from Uncle Liu that you have very respectable achievements in the world of venture capital. I also studied finance. There are a few issues I'd like to discuss with you. If you have any issues, contact my assistant directly. I, Liu Ruyan, don't need personal connections, and certainly don't use your actions to judge my intelligence. Being rejected so coldly, Xi Jingyun felt a bit dejected, but he wasn't discouraged at all. On the contrary, it stirred his desire to conquer. Miss Liu, don't misunderstand. Just then, the elevator dinged. An employee from Tam Vi Tray arrived with the food. CEO Liu, the food has been prepared. As per your instructions, the head chef personally cooked it. Liu Ruyan glanced at the thermal container, then instructed the assistant beside her. Bring it in. Understood, CEO Liu. The male assistant took the food container and went into the office, laying out the dishes on the table one by one. Xi Jingyun peeked through the crack in the door. Looking at this amount of food, even 4 people couldn't finish it. Could it be that besides that kid from the Jiang family, there was someone else in the room? If there wasn't anyone else, then they were a lone man and woman in the same room. Xi Jingyun desperately wanted to know the answer. You can leave now. Liu Ruyan shooed him away without any courtesy, giving him a final warning. Don't think that just because Liu Hoai Van is scheming for you, you can freely judge my actions. If there's a next time, you'll bear the consequences yourself. Looking at Liu Ruyan's resolute back, Xi Jingyun immediately said, Miss Liu, I left something in your office. Liu Ruyan stopped. Her sharp gaze fell on the secretary beside her. This gentleman has not stepped foot in the office. The secretary immediately stood up to explain. He didn't want to get fired on his first day of work. The high salary at Liu Corporation was something everyone dreamed of. It's a bouquet of flowers. Xi Jingyun took a step forward, the type to try harder the more he failed, and fight harder the more he was beaten. The secretary suddenly remembered and said, Young Master Jiang went downstairs today. When he came back, he was indeed holding a bouquet of flowers. Hearing that, Xi Jingyun's face showed clear delight. That bouquet is mine. I wanted to give it to Miss Liu. Young Master Jiang accepted it on your behalf. He said he would give it to you. Will Miss Liu accept it? Liu Ruyan frowned slightly and strode into the office. Xi Jingyun followed closely behind. Before the secretary could stop him, he had already followed Liu Ruyan inside. When he saw the scene inside through the glass, anger flared up, making his eyes seem to shoot fire. He saw that the bouquet he had painstakingly chosen this morning was now just a few bare stems. Liu Ruyan walked inside and saw me with my head down, engrossed in doing something. Her sharp gaze immediately softened. What are you doing? Hearing the sound, I looked up. A radiant smile appeared on my lips. I am mixing colors. I am almost done. Liu Ruyan looked at the pile of flower petals scattered on the table. Where did these flowers come from? He brought them. I jutted my chin towards Xi Jingyun, who was standing at the door with a dark expression. I forgot to buy paints today. I was just about to go downstairs to buy some, when he showed up with flowers at just the right time. I thought since they'd be thrown out anyway, I might as well use them for something useful, so I took them out to use. You really know how to make use of everything, don't you? That's an improvement. Liu Ruyan didn't miss any opportunity to praise me. Xi Jingyun stood between the two offices, suddenly feeling like he was being made a fool of. He couldn't suppress the anger in his heart. Young Master Jiang, isn't what you did a bit too much? I just gave a faint smile. Before I could speak, I heard Liu Ruyan give an order. Assistant Fang, transfer 1,000 yuan to Mr. Ta. I am buying this bouquet. After saying that, she looked at me gently again. Are there enough petals? If not, I'll have the assistant buy more. It's enough. I don't need that many. I've already mixed the colors. I can start painting in a bit. Then go wash your hands and let's eat. Today's meal was personally cooked by the head chef. It will definitely suit your taste. Xi Jingyun looked at the gentle expression on Liu Ruyan. So different from before, and he already had the answer in his heart. At this moment, I gave Xi Jingyun a provocative look. As the protector of Miss Liu's flower, I must give you a reminder. Miss Liu belongs to my older brother. You don't stand a chance. please leave. Xi Jingyun glared at me, a sinister glint flashing in his eyes. Then he stomped out of the office resentfully. Seeing Xie Jingyun's dejected figure, I was in an extremely cheerful mood. The only regret was that I helped my sister-in-law chase away her suitors, but my older brother refused to pay up. Why is my life so miserable? Finally, after 4 days of working without eating or sleeping, the sandalwood urn was finally completed. Looking at the exquisite handcrafted product made in this pure classical style, I felt extremely proud and clapped in admiration. Perfect. At tomorrow's birthday party, I will definitely give Dad a big surprise to make him proud of me. I carefully wrapped the urn and glanced out the glass window. At this moment, Liu Ruyan was still engrossed in her work with her head down. She seemed truly busy. Other than when she went to meetings, she hardly ever left the office. Even her meals were just a few hasty bites at her desk. It was still early. I didn't have the heart to go out and disturb her, so I sat down again. Looking at the leftover wood scraps on the table, I suddenly had a good idea. I took out my carving tools from the box again. By the time Liu Ruyan finished her work, it was already 8 p.m. It's getting late. Let's take a rest. Hearing her call, I looked up. I happened to meet Liu Ruyan's burning gaze. My heart suddenly skipped a beat. Why do I always have this strange feeling? It's hard to describe, but I can't put it into words. I'm almost done, sister. I quickly averted my gaze, my hands deftly finishing the last touches. A moment later, I presented a skillfully carved bracelet to Liu Ruyan. Sister, this is for you. For me? Liu Ruyan's heart fluttered. She took the bracelet and admired it. The beads weren't too big, but they were very smooth. You could tell at a glance that it had been painstakingly polished. I saw there were some leftover wood scraps. It would be a waste to throw them away, so I made this bracelet. It's a bit crudely made, though. If you don't like it, then, later, when I have better materials, I'll make you a more beautiful one. This one is already very good. I like it a lot. There are words on it, too. Liu Ruyan leaned in closer to look, and discovered that on each bead there were a few strange pictographic characters. What kind of characters are these? It's the 6-syllable Great Bright Mantra, also known as the 6-syllable True Word. It symbolizes peace and good fortune. Liu Ruyan smiled and put the bracelet on her wrist, then looked at me with a meaningful gaze. So, tell me, will my love life be smooth? Of course, it will. Seeing the sincerity in my eyes, Liu Ruyan really wanted to pull me into an embrace and give me a deep kiss. Just trust me. Don't worry, sister. I patted my chest resolutely. In the future, you will definitely become the rightful young mistress of my family. The very next second, Liu Ruyan's expression suddenly hardened. The gentleness in her eyes vanished in an instant, replaced by an unfathomable depth. I felt a cold aura envelop me, and a chill ran down my spine. I felt a bit confused. I thought for a moment, then added another sentence. Don't you worry. When you and my older brother get married, I will definitely give you a huge gift. Liu Ruyan gritted her teeth and uttered a few words, which made my hair stand on end. Fine. I am also really looking forward to it. I couldn't help but shiver. Sister, it's late. Let's get out of here quickly. But as soon as we got down to the first floor, we saw a group of people rush over and surround both of us.